God bless you. This is Ellen Mongan. Do you have just a minute? 1 minute of your time to stop and to pause and to listen and to learn together about God's Word and about what you can do to apply it to your life. Because it's time to take 5. Surprise! Look it. Take 5 is straight again. It's an upside down world sometime, an upside down sign. But today is Monday. It's a rainy day in Georgia. If y'all ever heard this song, that rainy day in Georgia, today your hair sticks up and you see frizzies all over. That's okay. It's going to be okay. I'm such a planned person that when I wrote the article, Rainy Days and Monday Always Get You Down, and take Monday as your act of kindness day. I wrote it a long time ago, and it's probably in a lot of places. You can look it up. Do Rainy Days and Mondays Get You Down, and it's about Acts of Kindness Day. So it might be titled Acts of Kindness Day, and that's today. Can you see my desk? I'll tour around here so you can see a little bit. See, it's not as neat as usual. There's papers on the floor, all the things I do on a Monday. Mostly I usually do my wash, because I divide my week up into doing segments of what I can do in a peaceful manner. And I send cards and letters. I'm sending one to a friend, Gary Garner, believing God for some healing for him. Join me in prayer. I'm sending one to a little gal I used to mentor, Joanna Smith, for Mother's Day. Look in the mail for that, Joanna. It should be coming soon. I'm sending some books to 2 friends that are on my 1971 Forest View High School, the team I'm on for 51 years, actually, of doing our class reunion. That'd be Robin Mills, who's praying for healing, and Diana. I'm doing some things that are random. Random acts of kindness are the best. How did I learn that? Well, when my baby Zachary died, we got a lot of letters and cards. But the one that meant the most was from someone who must have read it in the paper or saw, and we didn't even know them. There were 500 people at the funeral of Zachary in September 13th, 25 years ago. But I remember the one card that came in the mail, and it said, "They who have known the deepest sorrow have known the greatest joy." And I didn't know the person, and I thought, wow, random acts of kindness, bless you. You expect your mother or father or sister or brother to remember you when you're ill or something's going wrong in your life, but to get a random act of kindness. So I always make Monday my random act of kindness day. I don't count the postage. Many people laugh. My cousin Sharon and my son Tyler find it hilarious. They'll get some random package in the mail or some letter, and then later on it makes sense, because God impresses on your heart when you're doing a work, a ministry of love. Then he presses on your heart who to do it and who to send to and what to say and even what to say. He puts it on your heart, and you know it's him, because if you know his voice, my sheep hear my voice, then we can make someone's day. That's what I try to do. Some say they laugh at me. That's okay. Everyone's so different. You're probably different than me as well. And maybe you're laughing right now to say who would spend the time and the money and the postage when the world has got starving people and it's got war in Ukraine. Who would spend the time sending random act of kindness? I do. Why? That's what God's called me to do. If we do what he calls us to do, everyone doing their part, we can make a difference in this world. If everyone does a little thing each day to bless another person, eyes on Jesus, ask what to do, and then ears open to obedience, and then send out something that he wants you to do. It may be as simple as taking a friend to lunch. It may be as simple as possibly taking time for you. Taking time for you is very important if you're in the ministry. A friend of mine, Jeannie Heineman, and her husband used to come down and rest up when it was a time when they just felt like they needed a break. They're from Wisconsin. And we welcomed them because one of our other ministries is to rest up weary soldiers. So it's a really good thing to know what God's calling you to do and then actually do it. It's one thing, he calls you by name, and on your name, next to your name, is just like, instead of just a comma or an exclamation mark, next to your name is who you are. My husband and I got blessed to go see one of our younger grandchildren. I numbered them. She's number 13, which is Zachary's birthday. She's the one that is very blessed by the Lord, and she's got a gift of joy. We went to her gymnastics meet, and then when they were done their routine, they go like this: "Superstar." Well, are you a superstar for God? She did her routine. She's only 3, and she was new enough that at the end of her routine, she said, "I'm a superstar. I did what I was supposed to do." So how about you? I'm going to read a little poem today about everyone being different. I probably read it before. I don't read that well, as we know. You can close your ears if you don't like poor reading. But here we go, because it helps you accept someone else and their ministries, what they're called to do. I heard one time in a talk Someone says, I'm going to go get bread from Publix and I'm going to give the bread to the poor. Well, someone says, that's ridiculous. There'll always be poor around us. You can't help by just doing that little thing. But oh, yes, you can. St. Teresa of Avila, St. Teresa Little Flower, and St. Teresa the Mother Teresa did little things with great love. What did God call them to do? Just little things with great love. They did it as if it was extraordinary. And when Tamara gave her talk, Helen Keller had that same mentality. And I asked, who said this? And they all guessed St. Teresa, St. Teresa, St. Teresa. But actually it was Helen Keller who said, do little things with great love as if they are extraordinary things, so that other people in the world can be touched. It may be someone random. I one time met a lady in an airport, and she was from a little island I had never even heard of. And we corresponded forever in the mail and through Christmas cards. I don't remember her name right now, but I know that doing little things with great love, because she came up to me and welcomed me, was a real blessing to me. Another time I was praying for my brother Alan, and I was praying for him that he would find the Lord. He'd be converted to the faith. And he went to Europe, and this one little sweet lady tried to witness to him. The blessing of it was, he said, I met this lady, and I think you'd like her better than me. So I wrote her letters, and we corresponded forever. Either of you are out there, I'm still here. We move around a lot, but you know what? Our mission is to be welcoming and to love one another. Little things with great love. So maybe you have a messy desk on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. If you're doing God's work, it's all okay. So I read the poem about everyone has a calling to do something different, and I think you'll like it. It's called Safari On. Life is like a safari. Don't you think so too? A journey, an experience, custom made for you. I have to get really close, I'm capitalized. A trained giraffe, a trained giraffe, there's something I'm blind here. A trained guide is needed to lead the way. Watch out for the snakes creeping or the gators in the waterbed. That was a rhyme. A guide who diligently directs where you go and what to say. Okay, don't worry. Guides' eyes are trained to avoid the danger ahead. Don't be surprised if a lion greets you with a scary roar. I assure you, a safari is never ever a bore. It's like life. You can make life an adventure or really, really boring. You may spot a leopard or hopping kangaroo, or even have a hungry hippo growling at you. Along with your guide, nature in all its beauty you see. If you open your eyes and look through the eyes of Jesus, you see. The guide points out a rainbow or a bird perched on a tree. It is easy to spot the zebra with stripes boldly displayed. Careful, the rhino's coming at you. The guide shouts, get out of the way. An elephant is on its way too big to find a hiding place. Have you all tried to find a hiding place? You're big as an elephant. You go, okay, where can I hide? Just don't hide from Jesus. The graceful giraffe seems to be running a race, while on the safari, each animal becomes a priceless view. Pause as your guide carefully points out each one to you. Now we're going to compare this to people. It is wise to choose a guide as you safari on along to help you avoid the pitfalls of points on the beautiful view. Remember how varied the animals of view in the safari day. It's the same with people we meet along the way. The roaring lion shouts, desiring to be heard. Stop a moment, and you will hear his every word. With eyes wisely focused and ears attuned to the guide, it becomes evident the beauty of each person has inside. You gotta pause, because the thing inside might be different than what you see on the outside, or even what they say out their words. So you gotta really pause and meet each person right where they're at. Evident the beauty of each person on each side. Just like a present wrapped lightly with a pretty bow, take the time to both open up and listen. Each person get to know. If you meet a zebra or a rhino, greet them with a how do you do. Don't say to them, why can't you just be a kangaroo? See, let them be themselves. The more you love them, let them be themselves, the more they become comfortable around you, and you begin to win favor with them and them with you. Ditching the lions because their roar is too loud, or the zebra whose stripes are way out to boot, is really not okay. Because you may need their gifts someday. You may still want to avoid the snakes along the way, but smile kindly first then and bid them good day. Each person is created for a purpose, you see. That is why they are they and I am me. Be careful. Be yourself. That's right. Gentle and as a lion. Let's see, as gentle and as free as a bird. Or be loud and bold as a lion, begging to be heard. Be as graceful as a puzzle, for heaven's sake. Except that was a gazelle. I gotta get some new glasses, that's not for sure. Or be as grueling as a gator in the lake. If I were patient and kind and understand as we can be, as patient and kind as understand as we can all live together in harmony. Or on the life safari, tread really, really slow. There are a lot of people to get to know. Life is like a safari. Oh, this is true. It is a journey to experience, custom made for you. So safari on, my friend, and do not miss the view. On safari day, there is always something good in store for you. What if you didn't miss the moment? What if you missed the boat? What if you didn't take and pause and look and see? Each person you meet has a gift for you to open. See, that's how it is. If you skip the person, they're way too loud or too bold or too serious or too quiet, you'll miss the boat and you won't enjoy the view on the safari. So today, what is your gift? Open it up, explore it, use it for God's glory. What are the people in your family? If you love them into wholeness and you listen to them attentively, their gift be used to bless you. Don't miss the gift. Don't miss the boat. Don't miss the presence of the Lord on each thing you do each day. It's important to do little things with great love, or else the saints would have done that. Very important to listen and obey the Lord. Everyone can do something, but no one can do everything. So make sure you're only using those gifts when God calls you to go forth and use them. Little things with great love. Woo, that's an idea. Meeting people along the way. Treasuring their gift and letting them open it slowly and carefully and pour it out to the world. Treasuring your gift, not your eyes on someone else's, and using your gift for God's glory. Do what He's calling you to do, not too much and not too little. Have a great day, and please open your eyes. You're on a safari. It's an adventure to behold. You could be bold, you could be quiet, you could be either way, just whatever God's calling you to do. Get sin out of your life, because you can't go sitting around people, but get close to Him, enough to hear His voice, and then do whatever He tells you. Blessed today, a little long today, great day. Is it raining in your town? It's a rainy day in Georgia. Do rainy days and Mondays get you down? Try an act of kindness day. Put everything in a little drawer, I didn't even explain it, in a little box, and then on Mondays open it up, and then send cards and letters to who you put in there, like so-and-so is sick, or so-and-so had a mother die. Whatever it is, send a blessing their way. Won't they be surprised? It'll be like a present, their souvenir for the day. Have a good one. This is Ellen Mongan from Wow Mom, and I thank you for taking a minute. Wasn't that grand? I never know what I was going to end up on, but you know what? I knew I was going to talk about gifts. I knew I was going to talk about Mondays, rainy days and Mondays. Have a good one.